it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today we're going to be using the distress markers and we're going to be making some background paper for our card. So I just thought it'd be fun to use the craft mat, the markers and some water and just see what we get with this watercolour paper here. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is pop everything to one side and choose some colours. Now, since I've got something in mind for this, I am going to be using some black, maybe some dark blue, some bright blue, maybe an orange. Just want some different sort of fun colours, a red. I'll tell you what these are when I have a look. I'm just gonna, and yellow would be fun, I think. And definitely a purple. I might change the dark blue from dark blue to purple. I just want a whole host of colours, and I just think one more here, maybe greeny tone. Let's have a try proper green. Yeah, I think that looks quite fun. Let's see, so let me tell you what they are and then we can decide if we need any others. So the first one that I've got is black soot. So basically all I'm going to do is draw on my craft mat here. So we're just gonna, I want sort of quite a bit, I need a around with. So the next one that I've got is chipped sapphire. So then we're gonna pop that in around the black. And then I've got salty ocean. So a bit less of that. And then I'm going to go for my red, which is barn door. And then I'm going to go straight into the green. I'm going to ignore the orange for the minute. So we're going to go to the mowed lawn. And I'm going to go straight into the yellow, which is squeezed lemonade. And that's going to just be careful with this one, because it's going to mess up the tip of this if I'm not careful. And then I'm going to go to the orange, which is spiced marmalade, and I'm going to go into those areas as well that we cleaned off a little bit. And then I am going to put some of this purple in, which is the dusky concord, just because I like it, and I just think it will add a nice bit of colour to the blues and the stuff that's down there. Okay, so that's all of that. I'm going to wipe that edge piece off that I don't want. There we go, just to clean it away. Okay, so now we've just got a mess on the page. So I'm going to take my spritzer and I'm just going to very lightly spritz, because I don't want too much water on there, I don't think. I just want to, I don't want droplets, I guess is what I'm doing. I'm going for a mist rather than, and you can see how it's now bringing that into little interesting patterns and shapes on the page. And then I'm going to take my watercolour paper and I'm going to pop it down, and I think I'm going to pop it about like that. I still want a bit more. So then just a light squirt. I don't want too heavy this time. And I'm going to just gently mix it with my finger just to create those bobs. And then I'm going to pop it into the ink like so. And hopefully that will give some definition. Oh, that's much better. That's what I wanted. I wanted something just a little bit more going on. Oh, look at that. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, I think what we need to do now is just dry that so that stays, and then we can... Okay, so here it is finished and it looks so nice. I think we'll be doing some more on that yet, but it's the inking part's done and I think it looks so pretty. So now we're going to put this to one side and we're just going to start on the actual card base. So I've got a piece of Basil Basics cardstock here, and this is 12 by 12, and I'm going to be making a 6" by 6" card. So obviously it's nice and simple. We can cut this down the middle at 6 inches, and then we are going to take my Martha Stewart scoreboard and score it at the 6 inches along here, and then fold it. So that's that bit done. I then want to cut a piece of this holographic silver foil at just under the 6 inches. It's a lovely piece of paper, it's really pretty. So I'm going to take that down to 1/8 under the 6 inches. Now, there we go. So that's that piece. So that's going to be just on the card next. So we're just going to have a small margin of white around the edges there, and then I want a piece of the black cardstock at 5 3/4. Okay, and then that's going to go next, so that will be with this silver underneath like that, so that's going to look really pretty. Just hold that up, hopefully you can catch that. So that looks really nice, and then we're going to take this piece and I'm going to cut that to 5 5/8. Yeah, 5 5/8. So I need to pick where is a nice, where I want my, and I'm going to do it on the short side first. So 5 5/8 is there. So I'm just looking, and I want most of that off that side. So I'm going to cut it to size on that side. So that's 5 5/8. Which looks great. And I'm going to take some off this side and some off this side. Now I just want to take a little bit off here. So we've got plenty on here, so I'm just going to go down about there, I think, and just take that edge off. And then I'm going to measure this way to 5 5/8. And that should be about there. And then we've got that great piece there, which is looking fab. So let's put these bits together. So first of all, we're going to put our paper down. Okay, so I've got my Cosmic Shimmer glue. So I'm just going to take that and layer these pieces up. Okay, so I've layered up all those like so. Hopefully you can catch that. And then on the inside I just added the scrap of that piece and a bit of black, which I thought just made it a bit more interesting on the inside. Then I've cut this, I said 5 5/8 rather, I keep saying 6/8 and it's actually 5 3/8. And now I'm just going to take my pen and I'm just going to run the side of it. I'm not trying to put any ink on the actual page. All I'm doing is just running it down that white edge just to make it look less stark, because we're putting it on that black background and I think it will just stand out too much otherwise. So we're just taking that black soot and just running it along those edges. So now I'm going to put those all to one side for a minute, and I'm going to get my piece of black cardstock here, and I'm going to get my Sizzix Big Shot. Okay, so we're just going to take that out, and I think my magnetic plate will work, so we're going to put that one down first, and then a matte plate. And then I've got this die from Diversions, and it's called Solar System, and I think this is just going to be perfect. It's a really nice die. So I'm going to pop this onto my mat, and I take it off again. Then I'm going to pop it back on to the mat, the plates I should say. I always call them mats. So I'm going to pop it onto the plate just at the end there. Then I'm going to use another plate on top, and we're going to wind that through. Okay, so that's cut out lovely. So let's just gently lift this out, and actually it comes out very easily. So you can see now we're just going to pop these little pieces out, so you can see they're just falling out lovely. So I'm going to move my Sizzix machine and I'm going to gently pop those out. They're beautiful. What an amazing die cut that is. I absolutely love that. I wasn't sure what it was going to be like. I thought I was going to like it, but I really wasn't sure how it was going to look. And that is going to be going over the top of our night sky that we've created here. And I do need to add some glitter and things to this, but first I want to put this, I'm going to put my die to one side now, and I'm going to put this night sky using my glue gel onto our card base. So I don't particularly want any height on this card. I'm just, well, it's just like a smidgen of height really, I guess. It's not. So as you can see, hopefully it's a teeniest bit of height, and it's really almost just to try and get that to have smoothness in it, because it was slightly wobbly. So now I'm going to just add some stickles, and I'm actually going to add it to my finger, and we're just going to put this on, and it's not going to be in any particular sort of patterning, it's just going to be kind of like stars, you know. And I think that looks good actually. I don't want to go mad because I don't want it to be a glitter card. I want it to be that's the effect of, you know, what we've got on there. I'm just trying to get this bit of glitter off him as we use it. Okay, so let me just show you. You can see it's just kind of catching that, so it just looks like a starry night. So now we're going to take my little planets here, my little solar system, and I'm going to get my glue gel and I'm going to pop it on. So I'm just using, because I want it to have height, this die cut here, so I'm just using small blobs. So then we're going to grab my background here, and we're going to pop, and you can see what I tried to do is create the lighter section, and it's almost like it is going around in a circle. That really wasn't deliberate, but you can see you can kind of naturally put this central piece on the centre piece of this bit that's kind of winding out gradually, so it's just kind of a happy accident. And then we're just going to gently squidge that down so that all the bits that we have got glue on are sticking. Now the only other thing I want to do really is get a sentiment stamp. So then I'm going to take my VersaFine with black ink, and I'm just going to ink that up nice and strong, and then I'm going to stamp it onto my, okay, so there's our happy birthday, and then just take my stamp and clean that off. And the last thing I want to do is I've got some black gems, and I just want to put one in each corner here, just to give that last bit of finish to it. There we go. And I think that just finishes it off lovely. Okay, so that's our finished card, and I think that looks really fun. I love all that inking there in the background. I think that's come out really well, and the glitter on top is really nice. I think that would have been fun with the distress glitters as well. That's okay, and that's the outside and then the inside, just to have a bit of fun on the inside as well. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed making this card with me. I'd love to hear your comments, and otherwise I will see you again next time. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.